okay, nobody had to run away to, take care of things this time. So everyone's here, so I'm gonna save Monika for last. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Whew. Huh? Who what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey! What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, spending some time with her or whatever. But Monika and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Interesting, Natsuki. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Thank you for being you, Natsuki. Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what anyone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. Damn. I'm sorry, Natsuki. I do like you more. I swear. Yuri.
I've been waiting for this.
Well, you're gonna be sorely disappointed because I didn't write it for you.
Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it.
Huh?
The poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything.
Oh. I hate when the music just stops. That's a bad sign. It's a different poem.
Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning on axle. Grinding. Bald head. linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open air in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Now you're just making stuff up. Are you, losing your touch on, reality as we know it?
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen.
My pen?
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
But what if I don't want it? What if I don't want your breathing wheel gearboxes? Monika? Yuri did something with my pen. Broseph, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. Thank you. I tried to write a poem for Natsuki today, I swear. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I called that from, like, way back. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be, like, a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. And I know how to treat my club members. Yeah, you talk them into committing suicide. You're a real swell gal. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Monika. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Ah. It's a Save Me poem, but it's a little bit different. Okay. Some of the letters are missing. Some are, like caps lock. What's the word that I'm looking for?
Like they're uppercase. I don't know. It'll come to me later. Whatever. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop! Violet, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. An endless poem of meaningless. Delete her. Save me, delete her. Playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Well, the only one she mentioned with a knife was Yuri. She asked me to delete Yuri? I think I'll hold off on that for now. That dead stare! I'm just gonna leave that there. Sure. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Monika, thanks for listening. Another special poem? She didn't tell me what she thought of my poem today. Yes? Okay, it's an actual poem. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Fell into water. What did they fall? Who? Anyone who's got an inkling of this, explain. What does that mean? Ah! 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 My cursor is Sayori's face! And everything's red! Everything's muffled, like I'm bleeding to death. Oh. Okay, everyone! We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room with the sound of cracking necks and blood pouring. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Did I pass out? What? Oh. Someone help me! What the heck was that? Were we getting murdered? What happened? I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since bros have joined and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. Uh-huh. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. Even if it's something small. Right, Broseph?
Can I be excused to look in a mirror and see if I've got blood pouring out of my eyes?
Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Broseph to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Broseph joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Broseph isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
Man, harsh truths.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Broseph want to get more members too. Right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation...
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Broseph, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? I came to get a hot babe.
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monika sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Oh. Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Broseph. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Ah! Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now.
Okay, steal myself's probably gonna happen again.
And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Ah! Yuri, would you mind not doing that?
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Broseph? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you.
Yuri, you're crying blood now. Oh boy.
Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Okay, good. I was about to offer you a handkerchief for your eye, but I'm glad it seems to have stopped. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri.
Eh?
I know things were a little awkward yesterday. But I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Broseph? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Broseph before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Huh.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Broseph, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. Things are fading. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! Oh, she tried again. She tried to, like, write a little bit of a scene with her in the game. But it didn't quite work. Okay, going on that Natsuki train. I'm gonna take Monika's advice and just ignore Yuri. Family? Okay. Play. Nightgown for sure. Fluffy. Oh. I seem to be bugged. I just noticed the 1 out of 20. Joy. Joy? For Yuri? Was joy? Well, I gotta click this. I'm gonna lean back. This stuff again, it still scares me. Dance. Friends? I thought Friends was like Sayori's. Skirt is definitely Natsuki. Pink for sure. Heart for sure. Silly? Cute? Papa? Chocolate. Doki Doki? How many more do I need to do? Boop! Rain cloud. There are definitely some Sayori ones in here. Hi, Broseph. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika! I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So... Natsuki.
Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something?
Damn. Oh, wow. Okay, she actually did hear that. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Can I go and hug my girl? Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Broseph, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans today. Ah. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Broseph is already engaged in the novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for understanding, Monika. What was that face, Yuri? Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Haven't we done this before? Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. Excuse me. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. Not this again. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. I guess the reason we're getting this on repeat is because there was never another scene written out with Yuri to... Like, we just kind of spent some time reading the novel a bit after Sayori was depressed. So now the game's like, well, the only novel scene we have is this one, so we'll just repeat it. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms.
Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Aw, I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Oh, and there she goes again. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time.
It's like that this time.
She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her again. And the music's stuck in the classroom again. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. And there she is at it again. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
And then we rewound slower this time. I don't want to... Sorry for the pig squeal sound. Yike! That was terrifying. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean...
Stop turning the lights dimmer and stuff.
Everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate. Or unlikable. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So, I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies. And the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Broseph? Is it just me, or has Monika been acting a little off lately? We can't talk about her. She sees everything. She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah.
This whooshing.
I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke.
Yuri, Monika's phasing in behind you, just so you know. But I'm okay with that. Monika, you can phase away.
Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Broseph. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monika's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together. Eat together. Sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Broseph? Will you? Took you long enough, Monika. Gosh.